Hello and welcome to Just One More Watch. If this is your first time here, hi, how are you doing? Welcome. My name is Jody. I talk about watches. I'd love you to subscribe by hitting the button down in the bottom corner of the screen. If this isn't your first time here, then you're probably well aware that value for money lies at the very center of everything I do on this channel. Now, there's value to be had at $1,000, there's value to be had at $500, but occasionally I come across a watch for much less than that just offers incredible specifications for not a lot of cash. And the object of today's review, the Casio AE1200, aka the Casio Royale, does exactly that. The thumbnail said best watch under $15. It may as well have said the world's best value watch. Full stop, period, end of. It really is that good. Now, I've reviewed this watch already on the channel. I looked at it well over a year ago when I was still recording on my mobile phone. I've also included it in a couple of different value roundups over the last year or so. But I just picked up a second AE1200, this time on the Bracelet, so what better excuse to revisit this classic watch. Let's flip the camera then and see just how much timepiece it is possible to buy for under 15 bucks. So as this watch is really all about the price to specs ratio, I thought I'd start by talking about the price and then move on to the specs. How sensible is that? You will obviously find both of these in my Amazon shop. I'll leave a link in the description of the video. They have been there for many months. Currently, you can pick up the stainless steel bracelet one for $26 US and 25 US cents. The resin strapped one is an almost ridiculous $14.45, so under 15 bucks for an incredibly well-spec'd timepiece. What about this tenuous link to the James Bond franchise then, Jody? Sadly, Daniel Craig did not wear one of these while he was getting it on with Eva Green in Casino Royale back in 2006. More's the pity. Eva Green, definitely my #1 Bond girl of all time, by the way. One of his predecessors, Roger Moore, did wear a Seiko that kind of looked a little bit like this one back in Octopussy in 1983, hence some wisecracker dubbed this one the Casio Royale, and the name has rather stuck. Let's get on to some dimensions then. Kind of mixed set of dimensions. It's 40mm in diameter from its narrowest point, 42 if you include the extremities of the plastic, 44 if you include the pushers there. 12.5mm thick, so just under 13mm thick. However, it's got a very compact 45mm lug to lug, so wears a lot smaller in reality than that initial slightly large diameter would suggest. We've got a rather funny 18mm lug width today, so in all probability you're not going to be taking this one off the standard strap all that often. It's a budget watch. There isn't really an awful lot of point swapping out, paying extra money for NATOs and other strap options, and it does look a little bit dicky because of that narrow diameter there on the lug width. This one on the resin band weighs in at a mere 40 grams, so really very light and comfortable, this one for everyday wear. You barely know that you're wearing a watch, it really is quite light. All key dimensions are the same for the stainless steel strap version, apart from the weight obviously, which is a little bit different. This one coming in at 87 grams, sized for my 7-inch wrist. So a little over twice the weight of the resin banded version. So a $15 price tag, a little whiff of James Bond franchise cachet and funky retro looks, but the specs are where this watch really is outstanding. And because it's a Casio, thankfully they plaster most of the specs on the front of the dial for all to see, including a 10-year battery, so a 10-year lithium-ion battery. I've had this one for a couple of years and it's clearly still going strong. The Ani-Digi clock readout, if you will, on the top left-hand corner represents the home time, so it's always programmed into your home time. For me, obviously, it's Sydney, Australia. As you can see, world time being advertised at the top there. You do, however, have the ability to flick through 3 other pre-programmed time zones, so New York City #2, London #3, and Tokyo #4 for me, and then back to Sydney. Bottom left button enters the modes, as is normally with these Casios. We've got a GMT function, so I've got London time set in here. Alarm, now not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 alarms if you can be bothered. We've got a timer here set down as a 10-minute countdown timer, for example, And we've got a stopwatch here as well. Again, all very, very familiar. If you've ever used a Casio before, all these Casio modules pretty much run the same way. Resetting there and back to the regular time. Literally a screw down stainless steel case back here today gives this watch quite a remarkable 100 meters of water resistance. Now for me that's the kind of forget about it level. You can pretty much wear this watch in water without regard as long as you're not doing any crazy deep sea scuba diving with this one. 100 meters is a great everyday wear level, I think. I will pop up not quite a Loom video, but a video demonstrating the two big LEDs down one in each of the two bottom corners of the screen today. It's not electroluminescent like some of Casio's other models, but plenty of bright orange light, making this very practical all day, everyday timepiece, or perhaps a good bed watch if you want to leave your auto on your bedside table and pop on something with a decent amount of light at night. This one certainly has you covered there also. And there it is, sitting on top of my 7-inch wrist. Nothing else quite looks like this one, I don't think. Big and flat, but very, very comfortable. Wears very well, probably due to the fact that this one on the resin band is only 40 grams. Nice little signed Casio buckle there. It's only plastic, but nice of them to do that at this price point. Again, specs, quality, all very much up there, considering this one is less than $15. Or if you don't mind spending $26 and like this stainless steel look, then go for this one instead. Should be noted that the body of the watch is not stainless steel, it is just plastic painted to look like stainless steel. That coating will wear off over time, so be warned. Also, the bracelet itself is not all that stunning. Not bad for the price point, given that it's only 26 bucks. But these are rolled links, it's a bit of a hair nipper, and the clasp. It's got a security there, nice little deep engraved Casio logo, but it's just a cheap and cheerful press clasp. But again, pretty incredible for the price point. I do actually rock this steel one with a suit at work occasionally. I think it looks pretty good. And zoom back out a little further, back to the resin one to give you an idea of perspective on the wrist. Moans and niggles then, do I have any right to complain at all about a watch with a 10-year battery, 100 meters water resistance, and this set of specifications for less than $15? Well, I'm going to find a few things to moan about, aren't I? Well, the band, as comfortable as it is, it can get a little bit sweaty, these resin ones, and they do tend to look a little bit shiny after a number of years of hard use. And it's just a plastic on top of the dial there today. You're not getting any glass on this one. It does scuff up quite noticeably with time. Polywatch, however, is your friend. You can buy a tub of Polywatch for a couple of bucks. A bit of a buff with some paper towel should have that one looking pretty much as good as new. And just down there below the 10-year battery, you can actually see a little bit of overspill on the glue that they have used to attach that screen in place over the dial there. So quality control, about as good as you can expect, but don't expect a luxury watch because you ain't getting one. But it really is quite a remarkable watch for the money. If $15 isn't a lot to you, do yourself a favour, pick up one of these for a laugh. They are fantastic. If $15, however, is a lot of money for you and you're looking for a timepiece that you can wear, you can enjoy, you can have fun with, you can be proud of, and you can keep for a number of years, then pick up one of these as well. You really are not going to be disappointed. So there you have it, the Casio AE1200, the ultimate dollar dazzler. Quite possibly. As long as you don't mind digital, this thing is just an incredible piece for the money. It packs so much into $15. It's almost ridiculous. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.